Back in the win column, Toronto Maple Leafs defeat the Dallas Stars 5-4 in regulation for their first win since the All-Star break. And God, it felt great. There's a few times there you're like, oh God, what's about to happen? But they pulled it off, and the core four showed up. Core five, throw Riley in there. He got another assist. He has like over a point per game against Dallas. In the last, 10? I think they said he had like 11 points his last 10 games versus Dallas or something like that. I could be completely making that up. Anyway, the Leafs win 5-4 against the Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars played Buffalo the night before. Ottinger wasn't in net. Wedgwood was, and Wedgwood's really good. He's like 13-4 on the season or something like that. And I thought he had an okay game. I thought Samsonov had a better game. That's why we won. Leafs start the game. Well, like, 7 minutes in or so? 8 minutes in. And they take the lead on the power play. Lots of power plays in this one. Lots of power plays that were successful for the Leafs and the Stars in this one. Riley getting his assist. William Nylander, one-timer. Through the defender's legs. Boom. Top corner. Might have touched the defender there. I'm not sure who the defender was. Goal. 1-0 Leafs. And William Nylander looked phenomenal this game. To be honest, the core four looked phenomenal this game. They had to be. Anyway, so he scores. I think Nick Robertson was the one who drew the penalty with a high stick. He always loves playing against his brother. So that gives the Leafs the lead, 1-0. And then the Dallas Stars just take over the first period. And they outshoot the Leafs like 10 or more to 4. And I was like, oh God, how are we gonna pull this one off? Dallas do manage to tie it up with their own power play goal, and it was quite simple. I think it was Heiskanen up top, goes over to the sideboards to Robertson. Robertson's like top of the circle, and he just feeds it down to Pavelski, and it's just one touch to Ben. Ben shoots. Samsonov thinks he has it. It just squeaks through. He grabs it, but the puck was already in the net. That made it 1-1, and that was like 8 seconds into their power play, it felt like. So yeah, the Leafs give up the lead, and it's 1-1. But fret not, because the Leafs do make it 2-1 on their own power play, actually. And this time it's Tavares winning the draw. William Nylander, sideboards, just feeds it to Tavares in the slot. One-timer. They're just going like, high five. Woo, your turn. And it's 2-1 Leafs. And it's great until Jake McCabe forgets how to play defense. And he does not close the gap on Dadonov, who is coming in with speed. He does the little, like the Austin Matthews, how he opens up the blade and he cuts into the middle, and there's too much space. And Samsonov follows him over. He can't close his 5-hole. It goes in. It's 2-2. And we're all like, oh, crap. That sucks. That made it 2-2. But the Leafs come back again. And they score. I think it might have been another power play goal. Austin Matthews tries to sauce the puck to William Nylander. We all saw the pass coming. I was excited. I'm like, Willie's going to score this. And it hits off the defender and in. And Austin Matthews like, well, I guess I got my 41st of the year. If you've seen the Coach Chippy videos about Austin Matthews not understanding what the A column is, the A column. Well, look, he tried to have an assist, get an assist there, and he got a goal. So I made it 3-2. The game plays out, and we're in the third period, and there's like 11 minutes remaining, maybe. And then, oh no, Dallas scores, and it was not good. It was not good. Now, why did Dallas score? Well, to be fair, it was a really great breakout, like a stretch pass by the Stars to Dadonov, who's in all alone, and Giordano has to hook him, hold him, do whatever. And then when he saw he got the penalty, he's like, I'm just going to full on just grab your arm. And so penalty shot for Dadonov, and he scores on Samsonov. Not much he can do there. Dadonov's really good on the penalty shot. I think now he's got 3 penalty shot goals on like 4 or 5 attempts. So he's pretty good. He's clutch with it. So that made it 3-3. We're like, oh no, like Toronto started to have the momentum. They started to like outshoot Stars, and then Dadonov does this. And then literally less than a minute later, if you blinked, if you went to the toilet, if you went to grab a drink from the fridge, you would have came back and would have went, what the F is going on? Because the scoreboard would have read 5-3 Toronto. Yes, within like 50-something seconds. Mitch Marner, right off the draw. Similar to, remember like the Carolina game where he like, Carolina won the draw back and he just took the puck and went. This was a little bit different. It went into the Leaf zone, then into the Star zone. Matthews brings like two guys to him, feeds Marner. Marner has to do like a triangle with his skates, kicks it up to his stick, and it was just like a forehand, backhand, forehand, and then roofs it on Wedgwood. And there you go. And it's 4-3 Leafs. And then the next unit comes out, and Tavares and Nylander, who are red hot now, they're looking good. William Nylander's looking like the guy who got that $11.5 million contract, and Tavares just looks rejuvenated, like when he first came to the Leafs. Anyway, Tavares comes in flying. Fine, he cuts to the middle, spinorama, leaves the puck for Nylander, pick up, snipe, boom, low blocker. Leafs have a 5-3 lead, and they carry that in, they carry that through. William Nylander misses an open net when the Stars pulled a goalie. Wyatt Johnston does have a nice low snipe on Samsonov to make it 5-4. There are some scary moments where Benoit has to make like a game save, or Samsonov's like flying somewhere. He's a fish on land, but it's okay. Leafs kill it off. It was a 6-on-5, but whatever. They won. They won 5-4, and it was great. And there was some playoff mentality here. Not like the penalties, like a lot of the penalties probably won't be called in the playoffs, but I meant by the Leafs and the Stars, like Jake McCabe, like bloodied, just freaking out, was just ready to hit everyone, especially Mason Marchment. Like, he got a high stick against Mason Marchment, so he went back and cross-checked him. Mason Marchment definitely had a late hit. Not like an illegal, like a headshot or whatever. It was like the visor came down and cut him. Penalty? Yes. McCabe was pissed off, but Ben was like, oh, I'll mess him up for you, no worries. And there was just that, like, tenacity, that, like, want. Like, I want to hurt you. And win the game. McCabe didn't have the best game, to be honest with you, but it was fun to see a Leaf get, like, fiery. And he looks like a very angry dad. And I'm all for it. Thought the fourth line, because it was the same group from that played the Islanders, who, you know, were quite good, actually. Like Reeves' group, they had that one bad shift where Dadonov scored his goal, his second goal, I think. Or no, sorry, his first goal, the second goal of the game, but his first goal. That was like their one bad shift, but like Reeves had a couple scoring chances. Holmberg drew a penalty. Domi had a few chances. Gregor didn't really do much. Robertson drew a penalty, and I thought he worked really well. Liljegren had a much better game. Gio is slower out there, but we kind of expected that. Benoit is still Benoit. Love it. Brody had a few turnovers that aren't good. You know, he's had a rough season so far. Riley played a lot better, and then obviously the core four dominated. And Samsonov. Yeah, he let in 4 goals. You look at the stats here, wow, Samsonov didn't have a good game. No. The first period, he kept the Leafs in it. I thought he had a really good second, a really good third. Would you like the Ben goal? He got a piece of it. The Dadonov goal, yeah, him sliding over, his 5-hole was open. He probably wants that one back. The penalty shot, good luck. It's like, pick your poison. What's going to happen there? Dadonov's good on him. And then the Wyatt Johnston, it's a 6-on-5 with tons of traffic, just slides through. I thought he had a really good game. This is nice to see from the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it makes me feel good because winning makes you feel good. I do miss Järnkrok. I do miss Kampf. And hopefully we see them soon. They did mention, like, on that first Ben goal, like, William Nylander's taking the face-off and he loses it, which would have been Kampf in that spot, and they mentioned this because he loses it and then it's just like boom, 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 goal. But the Leafs had a couple penalties after that, and it was still William Nylander on that right side having to win the face-off. And I remember he won two right away on the penalty kill after losing that first one that led to a goal. He won the next 2 penalty kill face-offs in that same situation, which was awesome. He was flying tonight. It feels good. It feels good. The Leafs won. Comment down below your thoughts on the game. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. Go Leafs, go.